Hello, one and all. I'm here to tell you a story. A little story about grape nuts. Grape nuts. Created by a gentleman named C.W. Post. And that's probably where this gets its name. Post cereals from C.W. Post. Well, I will tell you, he was a hard-working man. He worked in farming manufacturing, and at one point in his life, he had a mental breakdown from being overworked and full of stress. And he had learned all about this place in Battle Creek, Michigan, owned by these famous people, the Kellogg's. Yes, those Kellogg's. And he had heard about how digestion helps your health. It's all about digestion, so he went and stayed at their special sanitarium. It was 1891, and he stayed there, and he got to learn about digestion when he was in that sanitarium. Well, he went on to create his own little empire. He started with this cereal beverage, which was called Postums, which was like a replacement for coffee, but it used grains instead of coffee. And then he came up with his very first cereal, which is this, Grape Nuts. He really liked the aroma, the nutty aroma of it, and then the grape part came from because that dextrose or that glucose, they call that grape sugar. And so hence the name, the nutty aroma, and that grape sugar gives it the name Grape Nuts. Well, Grape Nuts was quite a popular thing, and it was definitely pushed as that health food cereal. It was used in 1931 as a sponsor of an expedition to Antarctica by Sir Admiral Byrd when he went to go visit Antarctica, which is kind of pretty cool. And then in the 50s, Grape Post was sponsoring some television programs, and one of the programs they sponsored was the Danny Thomas Show, which is about this city guy. Well, in one episode, they wanted to do a wholesome episode, and that wholesome episode was sponsored by Grape Nuts. And in this wholesome episode, they decided to go visit the town of Mayberry, and they meet a man named Andy Griffith. And that is how the Andy Griffith Show came to be. Thank you, Grape Nuts! So today, to celebrate Grape Nuts, I'll be making something called a Grape-nuts pie. But it can also be used as a mock pumpkin pie. We shall see. Half a cup of grape nuts. Half a cup of boiling water. Let it combine. 3 eggs, whisk 'em. Whisk 'em good. 3/4 cup of sugar. 1 cup of gooey corn syrup. Pinch of salt, pinch, pinch. Just a touch of vanilla. Oh, and a teaspoon of pumpkin spice. 3 tablespoons of melted butter. Now it's time to put in that nice glop of grape nuts. Blop. Ooh. Start mixing. Now I'm going to pour this into a pie shell. Now it goes into the oven for 50 minutes at 350 degrees. Bye-bye. I had my grape nut cereal today. Well, here it is, Grape Nuts Pie. Wow. So I must say, it definitely has the look of a pecan pie. So maybe this would be a better mock pecan pie rather than a mock pumpkin pie. But we shall see what it takes as a taste. Well, look at it's a very liquidy looking inside with a crispy crust. That's what makes it like a pecan pie. But it must be the flavor. Let's tell you what a grape nuts pie tastes like. Very curious. The flavor is very delicious. and it's very pecan pie-like. I guess it does have a little pumpkin pie aftertaste, but the texture, the feeling, the first taste in your mouth is very much like a pecan pie. I think we've got ourselves a great tasting pie. Grape-nuts pie. Who knew? And it only took a half a cup of grape nuts to make this beautiful pie. Thank you again for joining me on our tasting adventure. And you know, if you like this video, let other people know too. I cannot wait to taste more food. Have a good day. Bye. Grape nuts.
Grape nuts.